Hello, I didn't really film today, did I? Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. I have some work to do. I am updating some beer labels, just quick stuff, and I need to get my December invoice in because I am late on that. In my Animal Crossing, I got like a mind-blowing turnip price last night. I know that doesn't make sense if you don't play it, but it's $6.21, so I froze my time and I just opened up. Looks like my friend is already making some runs and he left me his first batch, which is so sweet. He's just gonna be coming and going, making some money for his new island. Hi, happy. Sebastian is playing a robot game. Ziggy is doing what Ziggy does. Jax is upstairs doing his schoolwork. He's got a lot to do today, but it looks like next week is gonna be so light for him. I just went in and edited his schedule for the week and gave him Monday off because it's Martin Luther King Day. And for some reason, it took so much of his work off of that week, like our online software curriculum stuff. Just takes your start date and your end date, removes any days you said is off, and then divides the work equally. So it's going from basically Monday to my end date at the end of April and dividing it up. And I only had his birthday as a day off, and then I just added the Monday. And I don't know how it took that much off. Hopefully it didn't shuffle too much to other weeks. But yeah, he's got a light week next week, so that'll be nice after today, which is... Oh, he found that noodle. He found a spaghetti noodle that's uncooked. Today's just hard, but he brought it on himself because he failed a couple quizzes this week, and I've had to put them all as redos today, so there's that. We are gonna go on a walk. We'll probably drive to a walking route, but I'm gonna get this work done first.
Maybe go to Walgreens.
Yeah, maybe.
Go driving walk.
Yeah, maybe. We'll figure it out. Hello, I didn't really film today, did I? It's 3 o'clock and we're starting quiet time. Basically, you saw me when I was sitting on the couch working. I was doing 3 label updates and my December invoice. And then we headed out. We were just gonna drive to a walk. I wasn't sure exactly what we were gonna do. Sebastian wanted to pick up a hot lunch, and since it was already 12 o'clock and they only serve it till 1, we went straight to our local elementary school. But I think they were a little overwhelmed. They were having to put together really big bags because public schools are closed through Wednesday here. There's Martin Luther King Day on Monday and Inauguration Day on Wednesday. and then they got the day off in between as a teacher work day, just so they're not on and off. I gave Jax just Monday, but so there was one lady just putting together huge bags, and there was a bunch of people. There's maybe like 4 or 5 other moms waiting, many of them getting multiple, because you can get one for every child. So we did have to wait there for a while. It was probably after 12:30 when he got his bag, and he wanted to eat it right away while it was warm. So the only table I really know about that would be close to our walking route without us having to walk to it was Starbucks. So I got us some drinks. I got an oatmeal as well, thinking I could eat that. And he started eating his stuff, but the oatmeal, I think it was made with milk, even though I saw nothing listed on it saying it was made with milk, but it tasted like it and it looked like it, and it didn't taste good to me at all. Sebastian inhaled it and ate the hot breadstick with cheese inside it that they gave him, and started the Chipotle fish wrap. So you were eating well today, weren't you? He ate a bunch. I did not take my phone out while we were sitting at Starbucks because it got really cold. I wasn't expecting that. It said on my phone that it was 50 and felt like 46, but it really felt like it was in the 30s. The wind was cold, there's no sun. We were putting on hats and our hoods and stuff and just shivering. But after that, we had the stroller with us, so we just headed right out from the shopping center, and I just took a route that I thought would get me to my 15 minutes of exercise. I think I ended up doing like 25 or so minutes. It was just a walk partly through the woods. Again, my phone was just in my pocket, and I was just walking as fast as I could, pushing the stroller, and Sebastian had a blanket tucked up to his nose. Even my Americano was like instantly cold because I didn't bring a hot cup. Then Jax was waiting for me. He had some history. It's basically worksheets that are online. They call them quizzes, but it's like you read a little lesson and then you immediately do that. It's basically a worksheet. And he had not passed the ones this week, so I had to lump them all today. I think we're going to start doing the history together, because when I had him read it out loud today to me and we reviewed each page of the lesson, he got 100% without my help. So we might do that. I think he's rushing too much because he does not enjoy the Civil War. I don't think we'll have this problem when we move to geography in February, so we might have to do it this way. But anyway, I did the quizzes with him, and then we did today's lesson together, just reading it out loud and reviewing each page and stuff. It worked. But that happened till 3. I told him, oh, I think my friend coming, or did I just go to sleep? No, it's going to sleep. Okay. Oh, he was here because there's money bags on the ground. All right. Anyway, as I said before, I've got like an amazing stock market price. Basically, if you don't play Animal Crossing, there's a stock market, and it's literally like stock, like the stalk of a plant. And you buy and sell turnips. I don't usually do it unless it happens to be Sunday and one of my friends is like time traveling to a day that's not Sunday where you can sell them. Then I'll do it because I don't like leaving them around. You can't put them in storage. You just have to drop them on the ground, and then you get in trouble for having them on the ground. They're like, your town's a mess. You got junk everywhere. I'm like, well, where do you want me to put it? They won't let me put it in a fridge or anything. So I don't usually do it, but I watch my prices, and that is the highest price I've ever had in any of my Animal Crossing games. So it works out because my friend has a new island. He needs the achievement and the money, so gonna leave that open throughout quiet time. And I'm just going to work on the groceries some more, maybe just read the news. I haven't read it at all. But yeah, sorry, this video is just going to be a lot of me talking. Sorry, it was too cold to take my phone out. I mean, you just see the same stuff you always see, I guess, right? I think instead of walking Ziggy, my husband is going to head out to Maryland, where I grew up in Columbia. I still have a bank there through my dad's old work. And we do all of our car stuff through them. I still have a credit card and a checking account, but I don't use it. I think my husband just does the minimum to keep them going. But yeah, we do all our car loans there. So he's about to pay off his, and he's just been dying for a Jeep. So that is his project right now, finding one, and he's approved. He wants to get the papers all set before they close for the weekend. In case he finds something, he's got to act fast. So he's going to go torture himself with that, because Maryland, a rush hour on a Friday, not good. Don't know how different it is in the pandemic, but we may or may not see him for dinner. He might be eating later, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna go put my hair up and join this little guy. Not much luck today on the dollhouse stuff. I'm trying to make this chair, and I knew it would be a hot mess. Sure enough, they want me to glue these cheap fabric pieces down, and the glue's showing through, and they're so small, and it's just terrible. So I was gonna try to like sew some fabric on, and that's looking good from one side, but now I need to figure out how I could make the other side look good, because what they're doing is gluing an extra piece of paper and sticking it on, and I don't know how this could not look terrible. So I need to think this one over. It's a bummer that I didn't really get anything done, but I'm out of time. I gotta get Sebastian to bed, so it is what it is today. Alright guys, it's just time for bed. It's already 9:30. I should have had Sebastian up earlier, but so I made one more attempt to glue their terrible red fabric to the little wooden pieces. I don't know why I was even trying again because I still hated it. You can see the glue even when it dries. So I did a quick test with some spare fabric. Another test, I had tried like kind of wrapping the fabric around in the same pattern they gave me and stitching across it, and that worked, but then I'd need to cover it on the other side. They had just glued paper with fabric on it, and that's no, not gonna do that. So I traced around the piece and then used my sewing machine to sew like two pieces out of that fabric together. And it's probably not making sense. I'm trying to make a little slip covers for each of the pieces, and then I'll hand sew up one side. That looked great, except I need more seam allowance along the back end that I'll be hand sewing, so I will redo that. I need to pick which fabric I want to use. It's going to have something with a tiny pattern, potentially the fabric that I've been experimenting with. But I don't know, I'll just look through my stash. I'm not really that fussed. Everything is mixed match. I didn't like the red of the chair, even though there's one red shelf unit, but I can always like sand and paint that one if I don't like that. But that is my progress, my non-progress with the miniature set. It kind of left me more stressed out instead of relaxing me today because I'm a perfectionist and I don't like things to be half done or done poorly when it comes to craft things. So I'll be a little anxious. I'm gonna have to do something to chill out. But I don't know why Jax is in there. I told them no reading together today because they get all worked up. So I need to figure out what's going on. But I don't think I really have anything else to torture you guys with tonight. I'm still feeling not that okay, but it's like this weird I'm not okay and I don't give a shit kind of feeling. So I don't know what that is, but that's where we are.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay.
See you in a little bit.
See you later.
Let's see, after quiet time, we just waited for Dan to get home from my bank. Do you need to see something?
In Splatoon, they were having a really cool Splatfest event. It's like where you pick a team and you have to win lots of battles on your team to win.
Cool beans. He was doing that while we were waiting. So the fact that he wasn't going to get back till 6:15 was of benefit to Jax because he got to do that. We ended up doing Sebastian's second monster truck Lego set, and then I worked on getting more groceries added. I always just add like to the minimum delivery amount when I book our appointment. I like to have it for right about when we are all dressed on a Saturday morning. So I do the 10 to 11 slot so we have time to sleep in and shower and stuff, and one of us will make it down in time. But yeah, I booked that in advance with about $35 worth of groceries, and then I get the rest of our basics filled in. And then right around now when I'm getting the kids to bed the night before is when my husband will add. And then after that, I will go through and I'll set all our substitution requests. They don't always, they almost never use them. They do their own thing. Sometimes they actually use them, and in the morning I'll get a little message saying you have 30 minutes to approve these. Otherwise, we're just gonna do it. And that's great, except I don't usually get the message while I'm asleep. But that's only happened twice, and all the other times they've just substituted whatever they want, and they automatically say if you don't like this substitution you can put in a return, which I've never done because I actually get something. I only do the return thing if something is missing, and it's instant that they approve it, so it works out. But yeah, so after my husband's done adding to the groceries, I will check the substitutions, any final additions, and at 1:45 a.m. it will lock in. And grocery shopping done for the week, except for whatever we don't get. And if he gets meat, he orders from a different store that's more expensive. All the others are more expensive. They're through Instacart. Instacart adds money, adds charges. The stores that use Instacart upcharge, so like Walmart and Whole Foods are the only one that don't upcharge, but Whole Foods is expensive and hard to find everything. So that is that. Grocery shopping in the pandemic when you don't want to go in a grocery store. We just don't feel it's worth the risk for us. But we ordered food while I was doing that grocery stuff, and we had Mexican food. And then the whole drama with not being able to upholster a tiny little chair. So here we are, gonna say goodnight. Really dull video, so sorry. Didn't really film anything, but it's a quick one. So good night, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow for the weekend. Wash your hands.